Welcome to second edition of World Cashew Convention. I'm Chandana Shiv and I'm from cashewinfo.com. Today with me I have Mr. Charlie Gill from Whitworths company. Welcome to WCC, sir.
Thank you very much.
Sir, can you please explain me about your experience that you've had in the food society till now?
Okay, I'm working with Whitworths at the moment for the last 5 years, mainly buying dried fruit and nuts. But before that, I worked with Kraft Foods for 15 years, who are now known as Mondelez. But I started off my career at H.J. Heinz. So over sort of 25 years of food industry experience, from coffee through to dried nuts, edible nuts.
Right, sir. Now can you please elaborate about your company, what is it into, and what are the commodities you deal with? Okay,
well, Whitworth UK is, we're going to be celebrating nearly 130 years in the UK, and we are a key supplier to the UK industry for dried fruits, nuts, seeds. So all the key commodities, and we're a route to market. So we buy, we source globally, and we pack, and we supply the retail trade under our own brand, under the Whitworths brand, 30%, and under the own label brand as well.
Yes, sir. So which are the countries from wherein you buy the ASEAN, sir? That is the kernels?
Well, we've historically had India approved and Vietnam. The last few years has seen most of our sourcing coming from Vietnam.
Why is that so, sir?
Well, I think, to be honest with you, it's to do with the specification. You know, when we look at buying, we have to have a consistent product. Maybe because Vietnam has invested and therefore in the mechanical process, the product is more consistent in terms of quality. We've seen less complaints coming from there and more consistent quality. When you're supplying for the own label brand or for our own brand, you need to make sure that the product is consistent in quality to ensure the reputation. The consumer gets the same product. So whether they have it today, in 6 months or a year's time, you want the experience to be the same, of a consistent quality.
So what is quality according to the consumer, sir? What are their preferences?
I think there's 2 or 3 main things. One is taste, organoleptically, that it's not too soft. The other one is appearance, so from a color point of view. So you know, we buy W320s, and that's supposed to stand for whole white kernels. So they want I guess if the color looks whiter, it looks fresher.
Right.
Whether that's true or not, I'm not too sure, but it gives them a better experience. So, and defects, to make sure that there's no foreign matter in the product. So depending on upstream how well it's cleaned, then there's less work for us when we're packing it into the consumer pack.
Okay, so do you think the packaging matters a lot in the retail market?
In the finished goods or the raw material?
Finished goods.
I think so, because within food safety, you've got to make sure that the packaging has the integrity of food safety. So as well as looking good, it has to have a good performance as well.
Right, sir. Now that the prices are volatile, there is always fluctuations in price between almonds and cashews. So what do you think? Which is the most of the nuts which the European market or the UK market prefer? Is it almonds or is it cashews?
I don't have the statistics, but I know that obviously cashews were a lot more expensive usually over the last number of years. But in the last 2 to 3 years, the almond price has skyrocketed.
Right.
So, but as of the recent few months, their price is coming down a lot. So I think there's always going to be a degree of substitution. You know, if it's a straight pack, then it's difficult to substitute. But if it's in mixes, there is an opportunity for us to value engineer,
right,
to see which is the most competitive blend.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
You-
So, what do you look forward from WCC?
I guess when we buy, even though we buy Vietnamese or we have bought Indian, the supply chain, there's no substitute in face-to-face meetings.
Right.
And in order for you to have long-term quality and sustainability, you have to meet the people in the supply chain. And it's been a good experience meeting the key people from the origins to give me more confidence about their investment in quality going forward.
Thank you so
You're
much, sir.
welcome.
It was
Thank
a
you very much.
pleasure having you.